ex-Russian satellites have rebelled, and the most crucial, Kazakhstan, is the centerpiece of a fast-moving confrontation. On the one hand, the Republic offers huge amounts of oil and gas reserves to the west.
This morning, Chinese troops pushed over the eastern border around the city of Lepsi to protect their cultural interests. Now, with the whole area on the brink of disaster, we can only watch and hope this situation does not escalate further.
Welcome to Kazakhstan, gents. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Bob Scott, NATO Task Force Commander in this area of Central Asia. Now, we've got a fluid situation running. Our immediate concern is the territory around the city of Almaty in the southeast sector of the country. That area forms the border with China, and it's the primary access route for Chinese incursion. It's obvious that the Chinese troops are hostile. What we don't know is what they're up to in the future. Are they just visiting? Did they come to stay? Political negotiations are underway right now. Meanwhile, we will act as the NATO stabilization. We don't know much as yet about other armed groups operating in the area, so you will assume all encounters are hostile while we develop further intelligence.
Enemy forces have advanced into Kazakhstan to threaten the China border. Heavy fighting around Balkhash brought another conflict near the Chinese border. Peace talks were undermined by an unprovoked NATO attack.
I am Lieutenant Colonel Zhu, commanding Chinese Liberation Forces in Central Asia. We are here to defend the freedom-loving people of Kazakhstan against NATO aggression. You have seen an example of this in the unprovoked assault on our civilian negotiators. Primary strategic concern is the coastal area of the Caspian Sea. This area contains both a deep water port and the only oil refinery in the Republic. These facilities are vital for logistical support of our efforts on behalf of the people of Kazakhstan. We will conduct operations throughout this sector to counter NATO incursion or occupation.
Three submarines were on a strictly defensive mission when they were sunk in an unprovoked Chinese attack. Enemy forces took control of a vital oil platform, leaving locals wondering about the threat of sabotage to the offshore facility. Chinese forces attacked an unarmed civilian vessel, and heavy casualties are feared in this devastating assault.
Welcome back to Southeast Kazakhstan, gents. We're back in this area of operations for one simple reason. The situation in this sector has gone to hell in a handbasket. We're about to remedy that. You veterans know we've done fairly well in maritime operations, and that's caused the Chinese to switch gears. They're now after vital lines of communications down here in the southeast. Our focus will be on defending our LOCs and destroying theirs. There are key villages and population centers that will have to be seized and defended. All ops from now on are max offensive, max effort. Rules of engagement are simple. Take no prisoners and do not become one. Carry on.
Enemy forces attacked a civilian heliport, and essential aid convoys were halted. Brave Chinese forces destroy enemy tanks in heroic turning point. Enemy forces destroyed a historic landmark and vital link to Kazakhstan. Kazakh people are now cut off from contact.
This is Lieutenant Colonel Zhu, and I am displeased with the outcome of current operations on the battlefield, especially the destruction of our supply route into the southeast. As of this moment, we no longer defend, we attack. I am committing all remaining assets in your support. The immediate mission is to reinforce our gains in the crucial western sector and force the enemy to withdraw easterly by conducting amphibious assaults. Detailed orders will be issued as the intelligence information develops.
NATO forces assaulted at vital beachhead. Heavy combat continues in coastal areas. Chinese commandos stage desperate assault on vital oil refinery.
Now that one hurt, so we're going to regroup. We're now on a tactical pause to consolidate gains. Small unit offensive operations along the forward edge of the battle area will continue while we refit for a final push on crucial strategic areas in the desert regions of central Kazakhstan. You'll maintain constant situational awareness and conduct operations on order with max speed and aggressiveness. Now, this campaign is close to a successful conclusion, but we won't get it done unless you're agile, mobile, and hostile. It's on you up the pointy end of the bayonet. Orders are simple from here on. Don't screw it up.
We have suffered our last setback. You have the word of Lieutenant Colonel Zhu. NATO aggressors have brutally murdered a Chinese military hero. We will revenge this insult. We will redouble our zeal and martial spirit in this final critical phase of operations. You will concentrate on the seizure and control of the villages in this area. This will clearly demonstrate our commitment to defending the freedom-loving people of Kazakhstan against Western imperialism. The People's Republic of China expects total victory and will tolerate nothing less. This is the turning point. Proceed and bring us victory.
Our valiant forces rescue civilians from a war zone. Meanwhile, a brutal NATO desert assault was repulsed.
Chinese troops massacred village residents who were caught in the line of fire. NATO aid convoy derailed on its way to Kazakh village.
This morning, Chinese troops pushed over the eastern border around the city of Leipzig to protect their cultural interests.
3 submarines were on a strictly defensive mission when they were sunk in an unprovoked Chinese attack.
Peace talks were undermined by an unprovoked NATO attack.
enemy forces took control of a vital oil platform, leaving locals wondering about the threat of sabotage to the offshore facility.
Enemy forces attacked the civilian heliport, and essential aid convoys were halted.
Chinese commandos staged desperate assault on vital oil refinery.
Our valiant forces rescued civilians from a war zone. Meanwhile, a brutal NATO desert assault was repulsed.
Chinese troops massacred village residents who were caught in the line of fire. NATO aid convoy derailed.
The end is near for us as victors and for the NATO troops as vanquished oppressors. The people of Kazakhstan and your loved ones back in China are cheering us on. They expect total victory both in this last battle and in the war. We are moving into Haskazan. You will immediately take the city and establish a base of operations. At that point, you have a single priority mission. You will locate and eliminate Lieutenant Colonel Scott, the NATO field commander. Kill him and our war is won. Your heroism has been demonstrated again and again in this war. Let the world admire it one last time. Onward to victory!
Breaking news from the Cosmodrome missile launch facility in Kazakhstan. We have intercepted a transmission from a man calling himself Commander 31, who has released a statement from an organization called the Burning Flag. We received this moments ago.
You people are so busy looking for threats halfway around the globe that you forget to open your eyes in what is happening in your own backyard. You pretend to fight for justice and freedom, but I know that you really want to rule the world with little regard for things. I have little regard for casualty figures, or land taking, or even your concept of victory. I care only about complete domination. A world united under one rule. My rule. I created an enemy for you, and used the oblivious Chinese forces to weaken yours. Now I can strike the killing blow against you and thus bring about a new world order. Before I can rebuild, I must first destroy. The only way to make you see what is staring you in the face is to send a message, one so clear that it cannot be misinterpreted, even by fools such as yourselves. And when you learn this lesson, it will be at the hand of your new leader.